did you know that gentleman was in the military?
Surely he mentioned it to you beforehand.
What about that man? Can you guess his profession?
Yeah, I got it.
You barely looked.
If you guess correctly, that'll be 10 times in a row.
Beg your pardon, sir. It seems you've become an unwilling participant in our bet.
A bet? Really?
Yes. It simply entails us standing here, people watching while he takes a guess as to their occupations.
Go on and tell us quickly. What does that gentleman do for a living?
Regarding the man's line of work, it's rather elementary. He's a mathematician.
Now explain it step by step.
Yes, please, indulge us.
First, there's no denying it's a hell of a spiral staircase. I can see why you were admiring it. Ah, which element, though?
What makes you so sure I'm a mathematician?
It's simple. Whilst I was observing, I noticed how long you stood in place, distance, and the angle you chose. I'll continue. Truth can be found through simple deductions based on knowledge and behavior. Despite clearly being absorbed in thought while walking across the lounge, your concentration was broken once you reached the stairs. Dare I say, almost as if the sight had caused your mind to come to a momentary halt and all other matters dissipated. There's no denying the staircase is beautifully adorned and worth admiring, but where was your attention? You didn't step closer to appreciate the intricate ornamentation. Instead, you took a step backwards, allowing you to observe the staircase as a whole. And what profession matches this behavior? An appreciation for the construction and not cosmetic beauty. An architect? Or a physicist, perhaps? On the contrary, his piercing gaze was not directed at the column, because his interest wasn't in the manner in which the stairs were supported. So the question becomes, what was he looking at that caused him to step backwards? He wanted the grand scope, to seek confirmation, the curve of the staircase, and whether or not it adhered to a certain principle. The divine proportion, by which I mean the golden ratio.
You're correct. What a keen observer you are. Whilst the logic of your argument was a trifle forced, I am a professor. I teach mathematics at university.
Then you mean that makes 10 in a row?
Now then, it would be remiss of me not to return the favor. Where to start? You play the strings, violin specifically, but you're not a professional musician. Additionally, you're adept in physical activities such as boxing. You've an avid interest in scientific experiments and... do I detect the slightest hint of a chemical dependency? Even though you give me the impression of being an Oxbridge-educated man, I find your dialect to be more in the vein of the working class. As for the why, no doubt it's because you take pride in your ancestry. Specifically, your mother's side. Well...
How'd you ever guess?
I didn't. Everything I said was a fact.
What an intriguing chap.
Do you think so?
Come, there are more people on the upper deck.
Still not sated?
Hardly. We're going to have to make you keep going until you make a mistake.
I'm at your mercy. Oh, Professor. See you around.
It never gets